As you can see by the title of this video, love is in the air. In the air. Oh, that was so weird. I said it so weird. Love is in the air, and I'm creating a full look for, if you're gonna be doing anything for Valentine's Day. Even if you're not, this could be a look. It's just gonna be kind of like neutral, nudie, but it's just gonna be like a nice glam, So that's what we're gonna be doing today. If you're not subscribed to my channel, don't forget to do that. You don't want to miss any tutorials or reviews or anything like that. I mean, you just don't want to miss it. So make sure you're subscribed and that you also click the notification bell so you're notified of when I upload a video. Also, make sure you follow me on my socials. I will leave them down below in the description box so you can connect with me. I'm usually more active on there, on an everyday basis. So you definitely want to do that. And let's just go ahead and get right into the video. I'm going to start with my base just because, like I said, the eyes are gonna be pretty easy, so I don't want to go back and forth. So let's just start with the face. I'm gonna start off by using the Auric Glow Lust and Selenite. If you guys have not seen my video where I talk all about Auric and like my first impressions and everything, maybe you should. I think you should. I'm gonna use that, and I'm actually gonna use a brush. I'm gonna use this brush, which is the Luxie Duo Fiber powder brush. Now, I'm not gonna use it with powder, obviously. I'm just gonna use it with this. And the reason why I'm gonna use this brush is because I want like a light layer on the high points of my cheeks. So I'm just gonna very lightly apply this in this area. If you do not have the Auric Glow Lust, I think they're sold out at the moment, which I'm not surprised because honestly this product is beautiful. But you can pretty much use, a nice highlighter that it's like a thin formula, nothing that's gonna be too thick on the face, because we are gonna go for like, a nice kind of like I don't want to say like supernatural complexion, but like we want to keep it light. We want to keep it nice and light. I love this thing. I've been using it since I did my video. I've been using it on an everyday basis. Like, I've been basically just applying it as a highlight, and I just love the way that it looks. For foundation, I actually purchased this just a couple hours ago. If you saw my video, I talked about this. This is like my goal. Like, this used to be an OG foundation for me, but I got rid of the one that I had because it was hell expired. So I got a new one today. I have the one in shade 220 Natural Beige. That's always been my shade. And I'm just gonna use, like I said, I don't want to apply too much. So I'm gonna apply a little bit on the back of my hand. This foundation is beautiful. It's from the drugstore. I definitely recommend it. And they also have, this one says with clay. I don't think the other one had clay. That was so random. I literally just stopped. But this one's normal to oily, to oily skin. They have one that's a little bit more suited for, those of you who have drier skin. So it's a really nice foundation, and you'll find something for you. Just gonna beauty blend this onto my face, a nice light layer of it, so that we can move on. Let me know down in the comments if you still use this foundation, because I feel like it's such an old but such a good foundation. Like, I feel like this foundation is never gonna get old for me. I'm not gonna be doing anything too crazy, so I'm gonna be using actually the e.l.f. matte what is this, matte for matte eyeshadow palette. I've used this in a couple of videos, and I really wanted to use it today because the shades are like perfect. Like, I think we're gonna be sticking with these kind of like they're kind of like nudie, but they're kind of terracotta kind of shades. So that's what we're gonna be using. I'm just gonna prime a little bit with the Rare Beauty concealer. I'm gonna begin with the lightest shade, this one right here. And I'm gonna use a Morphe times Jaclyn Hill JH30. Okay, and I'm gonna use this to really just kind of warm up my crease. We are gonna be creating a cut crease today, so don't worry too much if you make like a mess down here, because we're gonna be cutting it anyways with concealer. So yeah, I'm just gonna build this color up. I'm gonna start using this one now, which is a little bit more of like a deeper shade, and I'm gonna keep that basically on that same area, but actually I'm not gonna bring it up as much, so I'm gonna keep it a little bit lower. I just always look down like this and I can tell right away where like that crease is, so that's normally what I do, just to kind of help me out a little bit and guide me. Okay, just like that. I'm gonna take this shade right here, which is a matte shade, and I'm just gonna use that to kind of go over like this area on the brow bone to kind of help me blend a little bit better these shades. I think I'm gonna take a little bit of this one. Let's see how that looks. Might be a little bit too like purpley, but I just want to use this to like really intensify this crease. And I'm kind of flicking it because we are gonna cut that after, so I'm just gonna take that other brush. I'm gonna take a little bit of this shade and just blend that color. Okay, beautiful. I'm gonna take a little bit of a concealer, so I'm gonna use this one by NARS. This one is in the shade Vanilla, and the reason why I'm gonna use this one is because it's a pretty light shade. There's actually like barely anything left in there, so hopefully I have enough to kind of like cut my crease. I'm just gonna take that, I'm gonna take this brush and just begin cutting my crease. One tip I have for you guys as well, if you have kind of like smaller lids like I do, what I do is I take the concealer, I dot it, and then I look up, because that way you're gonna know exactly where, when you like open up your eyes, where that's gonna hit it. You don't want to apply it like right where your actual crease ends, because either way throughout the day you're gonna be like, you know, transferring whatever you're putting under. So that's the reason why I do that. And that's a tip I have for you guys if you know struggle with smaller lid space like I do. It's like, look, technically my crease is like here, okay, but I'm bringing it up because again I don't want this to be like transferring throughout the time I wear this look. So yeah, I'm gonna wing it out because I always do that anyways. I'm just gonna show you guys because I didn't really show it on this one. I'm just gonna tap the concealer, look up, okay, and then there you guys see where that mark is at. That's where I'm gonna cut my crease, okay. Okay, so I think I'm pretty happy with that. I'm just gonna let that kind of set a little bit because it is the concealer, so I'm just gonna kind of like allow that to set. And while that's doing that, we can actually move on to the rest of my face just for a little bit. I use a little bit of concealer. I'm just gonna use the Rare Beauty as well, right under my eyes. I'm just gonna apply a little bit to kind of brighten the face a little bit. Here, right here. I'm gonna move on to setting a little bit under the eyes, just a little bit. I'm gonna use that to set very lightly under the eyes. And this helps to brighten under the eyes as well, so just using that to kind of set where I apply that concealer. This is the Smashbox Shade Matters palette, by the way. Let's move on to bronzing and contouring a little bit. So I'm gonna use this palette as well. I'm gonna use a big fluffy brush first. This is also by Sephora. This is the Precision Powder. And I'm just gonna use this to basically bronze the face. I'm gonna dabble into both of the bronzers here and just, yeah, very lightly bronze. I'm actually gonna take a little bit more of the Glow Lust, just a little bit, literally like the smallest amount, and I'm gonna use that same brush because I actually kind of like just applied powder, so I'm just gonna use that to kind of highlight a little bit more, especially right here on the tops of the cheekbones. Like, look at that. That is so gorgeous. Back to the eyes. Now, I don't really know if I want to keep it matte like that. I feel like I do, but then there's also a part of me that wants to take the auric shadow, like the powder shadow, like right on top. But I don't know if I should. I guess we can try it, right? I'm just gonna take my finger and that looks pretty actually. Yeah, I like that. Oh, I like that. I love this because it's like, you know, it gives you like that very tiny glistening kind of like effect on the eyes, because it doesn't look like glitter. Like, it doesn't really look thick or chunky or anything like that, so it just gives that very soft glistening kind of look. I use a pencil brush. I'm just gonna go back to the e.l.f. palette, use this shade. I'm basically gonna outline where like the darkest part of the crease is at, so that it can really be like, you know, pronounced. I was thinking of maybe doing an eyeliner, but I think I'm actually gonna leave it like that. I'm just gonna leave it blank. I don't really want to apply liner because that's just gonna take over kind of like the nice light airy kind of look that we got going on, so I don't want to just kill that. Just gonna fill in the brows a little bit. We can move on to the lips, because after this I'm just gonna apply mascara. So yeah, let's do the lips. I have these two very pinky lip colors, and I don't really know which one I want to go for. Like, I feel like I might want to blend them into each other, like do kind of like an ombre kind of lip, because one of them is it's more of like a berry. Like, this one is more of like a berry. I feel like this one would look better like just kind of like an ombre. So I think we're gonna do that. I'm gonna put some on the back of my hand. These are the New Skin Power Lips Fluid, which I mentioned to you guys before, the red one, which I love. That one's in the shade Roar. So this one is Fearless, the very hot pink one. And then the other one is Bravery. So I'm just gonna use a brush, and I'm gonna apply Bravery, which is that darker berry one, more so like on the outside perimeter of my lips. Okay, so now that I have that, which, oh my god, this color is gorgeous, I'm gonna take the other one, which is called Fearless, which is more of like that hot pink. I'm just gonna clean my little brush a little bit so that it's not, you know, the mixing that much. And I'm just gonna take a little bit and apply that to the center. Okay, I think that's as good as it's gonna get. What do we think? Do we like that? I feel like it's perfect, you know, for Valentine's Day. I actually had brought a cream blush, but I don't know if I should apply that because I already powdered like this area. So I'm actually gonna take a powder brush. Give me 1 second. I used one of my favorites, which is the Wet n Wild Make Glow in the shade Spotlight Peach. I don't even think you can find this anymore, but it's literally one of my favorites. I rescued this, like I put it together because I broke it at some point, and I brought it back to life because that's how much I loved it. So I'm just gonna use that to give me some colors, some color on my cheeks. So I definitely want the cheeks to be kind of like, not like super intense, but I definitely want them to be, you know, blushy. I'm actually gonna go back to the Smashbox palette, and I'm gonna use that highlighting shade, and I'm gonna highlight a little bit more, just right in this area. Contour the nose a little bit. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and apply some mascara, and then I'll come back with the finished face. Alrighty, so I'm back. My mascara is on and my eyes look completed. What do you guys think? I feel like they look so pretty, so fluttery. I'm actually using a new mascara, which if you have not seen my video on my first impressions, what are you doing? Check it out. If it's up, obviously. If it's not up, then stay tuned for it. I think we're done. Right? I feel like we are. I feel like just on the inner corner, like I want to pop a little bit of something. I think I want to pop a little bit more of this, like really concentrated on the inner corner. Yes, that's what I like. I also love this thing because you don't get any fallout with this. Like, it's bizarre how there's no fallout because it's so like fine and glittery that you would think that you would get fallout, but you don't. I guess just for a little bit of something on the lower lash line. Gonna take this shade right here, and I'm just gonna fluff that under the lash line a little bit. So you guys, this completes this very kind of girly, pinky kind of look. Perfect for if you're doing any, you know, dates or anything like that for Valentine's with your partner or whatever it is that you're doing. I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you're just feeling a little bit more pinky and you wanted to kind of like this cut crease, go ahead and do it. It doesn't have to be Valentine's. It doesn't have to be Valentine's, okay? That was just kind of like my inspiration for it. What do you guys think about the hot pink? Do you guys like it? So let me know down in the comments what you think of the look. Do you guys liked it? Don't forget to subscribe and also give it a like to the video and click that notification bell so you're notified of when I am uploading new videos. I have to work on a schedule on posting like Wednesday and Friday, so let me know if you dig that or not. Let me know in the comments below. But yeah guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.